Can't believe this, but I actually am having a problem with runoff after all this snow is melting today. There's not a cloud in the sky really, it's really hot. Look at all this. It's just flooding this whole area, the whole walkway really. And you can see it's coming all the way back here by this wheel, which is super low. And it's so much water that Aria's making puddles when she's walking around in it. That's how much snow there was, and it's now melted so fast that the soil's porosity, is what they call it, isn't able to handle all the water draining through it. Also because it's still really cold underneath, so it's kind of an odd situation. Wow, I guess I need to kind of think about runoff and having some sort of lip here or something, you know, to handle it. Kind of glad this happened now and not like way later after I had put a lot of work into this, ignorantly thinking, I don't get enough snow/rain to ever need diversion. Okay, wow. So I'm heading into town and my road is about to be flooded here in front, or my driveway, really, my drive entrance. It's pooling at the bottom of the two hills. If we look all the way over here, you can see it just rushing. That's really carving its own path. It's elevated all the way up there, all the snow's melting, and it's basically all the water is dumping into the valley that is the road. And here we are with a giant puddle. This is going to be tricky to actually figure out how and when to fix this, because if I go out with the rake and try to maintain the road now, I'll probably get stuck in the tractor 1 and 2. If another storm comes in, it's just going to get undone immediately again. I don't know. I'll have to pick like the perfect day. Should be interesting. Wow. I never thought that I would have a problem with runoff in the desert. Hilarious. Goes all the way up there. And then stops, of course, because the opposite's about to happen from the other side and start rushing down this way. And then it'll pool somewhere at the bottom and either make a huge mud slop or go somewhere else. Probably the first one. Alright, well, I got news of a big storm coming up. So I decided to go out here and get the rake with the gauge wheels and just pretty much try to drag and improve the really bad spots. On the way back last night, pretty much felt like I was going to wreck the truck any second. The ruts are so bad in certain spots that I just really need to get out here and kind of reset it. You know, it's fine if it's going to get undone, but I can't have another storm that's popping up take what's already very dangerous and make it even worse, you know, because we will get stuck or something else. Well, it's working pretty good though. Water really softened it up. I made it all the way out to one of the worst spots on the road. Ground's definitely soft enough to do some improvement in most of the bad areas, so that's really good. I'm hoping the wind and the rest of today's sun will help dry it out. 4 miles out now, done a bunch of work, and now I have a beautiful sight, and that's the lake ahead of me. I'm just enjoying the ride at this point, trying to do what improvements I can. Getting a little low on fuel on diesel, but awesome neighbor ran up and is going to get me some diesel in town. Man, look at this. So they grabbed me 5 gallons of diesel. I was able to make it about 5 miles out. Turned around because there's no bad spots back. And I was able to catch up with awesome neighbors because they were actually going slowly, popping rocks back and getting all the big boulders that the rake had pulled up and are tossing them out the side. So I can just drive straight home, go over the same spot, and try to make it as good as we can. It really does take multiple people to do this. It's so awesome that they're just chipping in to help them like this. I really appreciate it. Right now I'm starting to drag the worst of two giant puddles that always have water, and even like high summer pretty much. Pretty much almost getting stuck, but as I lift the rake up just a little, I can start to drag forward. It's amazing how much water there is, and it just all got displaced while I was running through. It's crazy to look behind me and I just see like this giant rush of water right behind the wheels. It's totally pulling all the water along, and it'll help disperse the water through a large area and help it dry out a lot quicker. It'll also improve the road ahead of it a